Hello everybody, it is Thursday, it's July the 29th, and I'm coming to you once again from the yoga mat in my living room. All this week at Raw Food Rehab, we have been discussing the importance of adding body movement into your daily routine. And I wonder how some of you are doing with that. I know a lot of you are already active and you've already started adding more of this into your lifestyle since you've begun this 11-week initiative that we're actually on day 20 right now. And what I've been trying to do is just get up in the morning and get out and walk. One morning I walked 45 minutes, another morning I only walked 15 minutes, which is not that much, but my hope is that regardless of how much time I have, I'm really trying to develop a habit, a daily habit. And so instead of getting too fixated on thinking, well, I really don't have a whole lot of time today, I kind of feel like something is better than nothing. And so 15 minutes, you know, I still felt really amazing and like I had at least made an effort. And then I've got my yoga mat that I keep in my living room, and every morning I roll it out. And so in between intervals on the computer when I'm working or, you know, doing laundry or making food in the kitchen for the kids or whatever I'm doing through the day, I just try to steal away a little bit of time and drop onto the floor and do a few yoga poses. I've really been doing a lot of the plank pose, which is basically like a standing push-up is kind of what it is. And I am finding that I'm holding it just a little bit longer every time because I really want to work on my upper body strength. That's never been a real strong suit for me. So just dropping to the floor and getting in the plank position and holding that for as long as you can, taking a break, and then trying it again. So that's kind of what I've been doing. Nothing really formal, not a big deal. It's just where I am right now. Today we are featuring Brazier on the main page. If you've never heard of Brazier, I have put a link underneath this video to an article. It's actually just a collection of different pieces that we've put together on Brendan from different sources, different websites. He's an amazing Ironman triathlete, and he lives on an exclusively plant-based diet, and he's very high raw. He's written a couple of books. I happen to have the Thrive Diet. This is a book that basically outlines what his food intake is like, what he's eating. And I think this was written maybe about 3 or 4 years ago. So his diet has actually changed just a little bit since he wrote this book. But basically he really is into low stress foods and eating as many alkalinizing foods as possible. And because he's such a major endurance athlete, he has to be very mindful of how much iron, protein, and all of these things he's getting into his diet. So I had pulled up an article that I found online, and I just said, I just wanted to read a little bit of it to you because I thought it might be helpful for some of you who are really physically active. About 4 years ago, Brendan eliminated the supplements in his diet. He found that his health and performance remained unaffected, and he was able to gain mental freedom from supplement dependency. Instead of relying on supplements to fill nutritional gaps, Brendan relied on his food to provide all of the nutrition that he needed. I know that's exactly where Tim Van Orden's coming from on that as well. To ensure that he's doing the right things, Brendan diligently gets his blood tested every 6 months to track his nutrients levels. Vitamin B12, iron, and protein are common nutritional deficiencies for athletes consuming plant-based diets. I think those are probably common nutritional deficiencies in anyone who is on a strictly plant-based diet. They can be. They're not always, but they can be. So Brendan includes 2.5 grams of chlorella in his shakes to meet his vitamin B12 needs, and he adds 1/4 cup of raw soaked pumpkin seeds to a daily salad. Combining this plant-based source of iron with foods high in vitamin C, like a citrus-based salad dressing, this improves the absorption and bioavailability of iron. This has helped him move away from being borderline anemic. So I thought that was good information. And then Brendan also was a co-creator in the company called Vega. They've got some really awesome vegan-based protein drinks, and actually I put a link to that underneath one of the videos in today's thread, or it's the thread on Brendan Brazier in the fitness room. So if you want information on that, it'll be underneath this video. But that's a really cool company, and I really believe in the products that he's helped to create, because coming from an athletic standpoint and being so mindful of what his true health picture looks like, I just think Brandon's a really cool guy. So if you've not heard of him, if you don't know about his story, go check out the story in the fitness room. Okay, I've got 2 more raw food cleanse books that I'm going to give away today. You all have just been amazing. So many of you all have just taken this ball and have been running with it. On Monday's video, I tried to kind of pitifully explain to you how to do a hyperlink or to tag someone in a post on Facebook. Tried to show you how to tag Raw Food Rehab, and some of you guys are totally rocking it. I mean, I log onto the Facebook fan page every morning and there's all these messages to people that are promoting either Raw Food Rehab or my book Raw Food Cleanse, and you know, I would give every single one of you a book if I could. You know that. and I just may at some point when I can. But today's 2 winners, I drew for them just right before I started this video, are Lisa Sternick. Okay, I'm really bad with names. Kalinick? Is that how you pronounce it? She lives in Atlanta. And Lisa, I know your face. We've been friends online off and on for years. I mean, I feel like I've known your face for maybe like 4 years. I don't know if it's been that long or not, but congratulations. You have done a great job of promoting Raw Food Cleanse and Raw Food Rehab this week. So your name is in the drawing a bunch of times. And also the next winner is Sadie Woodle from Austin, Texas. Both of these ladies have just been out there working the program. So thank you both. I need you all to message me through Raw Food Rehab to make sure that I have your mailing address so that I can get these books mailed out to you ASAP. And just on a closing note, my dad came into town this week and has brought me a 5-gallon bucket of homegrown, fresh, organic tomatoes. And I mean, he could have gotten me a diamond ring. I'm serious, and I probably wouldn't have been any happier. Because I don't know what I've done, but the plants that I put out in my backyard this year, my tomato plants, nothing. No, I mean, I'll see a little bloom and then I got nothing. So I don't know if I have critters that are eating the blooms before it can even become a tomato. I don't really know, but he went out and he had nothing to say about my garden. He just shook his head. So thank God, you know. Thank God for dear old Dad. I'm loving him. I don't know how much longer I'm going to have him. He's 80 years old, but that man can rock an organic garden. So guess what? Tomorrow's episode of Foodie Friday, it's going to be all about recipes, raw recipes with homegrown fresh tomatoes. And if you can't get homegrown fresh tomatoes, you can go to your supermarket or your farmer's market and you can get them. So now, at least in the United States or in the Northern Hemisphere, most places now is a pretty awesome time to start getting homegrown tomatoes. If not right now, within the next month, you should be really able to get them. So I'm really looking forward to tomorrow's episode. I love you guys. I am so appreciative of you all in my life. You have no idea what, it's like I wake up every morning excited to see what's going to be happening at Raw Food Rehab and what you all have to say. You brighten every single day, and I thank you for that. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.